In this video, I'm going to share the top 5 exercises to improve your sexual health as a man. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so you can magnetize your ideal life. If you want to learn more about sexual mastery, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon to stay notified when I release new videos, and make sure you get my free ejaculation control course. There's a link in the video description below. So I want to share the top 5 exercises for men's sexual health. So we live in a time of unprecedented stress, unprecedented change and turmoil in a lot of people's lives, right? And these factors can have a really negative impact on our mental health, our physical health, and especially our sexual health, which is really a manifestation of these other things, right? So I want to share some exercises with you that I personally use to keep my body in peak sexual health. First of all is cardio. Cardio is very important. You want to get your blood flowing, to get your heart pumping. If you never get your heart rate up, if you never do anything that increases the circulation of blood throughout your body, then your sexual vitality is going to suffer from this, especially your erection quality, right? And your hormonal health. So doing some cardio exercise is very important to increase your circulation. It's going to increase your overall energy, your mood, your sense of balance. You're going to sleep better and be able to replenish your hormones better. So it really helps you get back into that natural circadian rhythm. You really need to exercise your body. Now, conversely, excessive cardio training can reduce testosterone levels, but as long as you're not like running marathons, or training to become an Olympic athlete, you're probably going to be fine. So my personal favorite cardio exercises are biking, riding my bike around, going for a 30-minute to an hour-long bike ride is a really solid cardio workout. When I'm at the gym, I'll use an elliptical machine because I personally don't like running very much. It can be very hard on the ankle joints and the knee joints. And so I prefer more low-impact cardio like biking, or a elliptical machine is great. So basically you want to get a really good cardio workout at least 3 times a week, and that will help you stay in peak sexual condition. You'll notice that this really enhances your sexual vitality and the potency of your erections as well as you increase the blood flow and circulation in your body. Second exercise is squats. Squats are very, very important, especially squats that help you to mobilize and become more flexible in your hips. A lot of men have very stuck and blocked hip joints. Their hips are very, very tight and not very flexible. And this tends to have negative consequences on your blood flow into the sexual region. So squats are a really great exercise. They work major muscle groups in your body. They can help boost testosterone production and help increase blood flow into the genitals, improving your sexual vitality. So I'm going to give you a demonstration on how to do some different types of squats. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do 2 different squat exercises, right? The first one is going to be sort of a wide-legged squat. So bring your feet in sort of a outward angle here and taking kind of a wide stance. Bring your hands together in front of you and you're just going to squat down. Keep your back straight, relatively straight, push back up. Squat down, push up. Inhale as you come down, exhale as you come up. Pretty simple squat. I recommend you do 20 to 50 of those at least per day. Of course, you can do a lot more, but in general, that's going to be a good routine. The second one is simply holding a static squat. So pretty much the same alignment, but you just come down into your squat and just hang out here as long as you can. Try to hang out here for at least a few minutes a day. This is how we would naturally have bowel movements. And if you do, poop like this, quite frankly, it's gonna have a lot of benefits. It helps you to better empty out the colon, and of course squatting like this really opens up the pelvis. It's good for your psoas muscles, which is a common cause of low back pain and discomfort. So try to hold this for at least a few minutes today, and it's going to have a lot of benefits for your sexual health. Third exercise is KEGELS and reverse KEGELS, pelvic floor exercises. It's very important to exercise your pelvic floor. As we age, the muscles in the pelvic floor tend to get loose and flaccid, and this causes the organs to sort of sag down into the pelvic floor. It can cause you to be more likely to have hernias. So by exercising the pelvic floor muscles, you'll improve the blood circulation in the genitals directly, and this has a lot of benefits for having stronger erections, having more blood flow, and can also help you to have greater control of your ejaculation during sex and have more pleasurable orgasms. So it's important to do KEGELS, but also do reverse KEGELS. So KEGELS are a squeezing of the pelvic floor muscles. So if you have to urinate and you're holding it back, those muscles are what you squeeze when you're doing a Kegel. A reverse Kegel is the opposite. It's a pushing out. So you can imagine that if you're urinating, you're trying to push it out faster, harder. That pushing out motion, that is a reverse Kegel. So you don't want to do regular Kegels every single day. You want to alternate one day on, one day off, doing them about 3 to 4 days per week. And so your Kegel routine, isolate those pelvic floor muscles, squeeze it and hold the contraction for about 5 to 10 seconds. Make sure you're just squeezing the pelvic floor muscles and not the butt muscles, not the abs. You want to just isolate those pelvic floor muscles to have greater control. So hold that for 5 to 10 seconds, relax, and then wait a few seconds, let the pelvic floor muscles relax. That's very important. And then do another 5 to 10 second hold. Do about 10 reps of 5 to 10 second holds and do 2 to 3 sets of those during the day. And again, do that 3 to 4 days per week. Reverse Kegels, it's the opposite. You want to hold that pushing out motion, right? Like you're pushing out urine. And same thing, you do 5 to 10 second hold, relax for about 5 seconds, and do about 10 sets of those 2 to 3 times a day. You can do reverse Kegels every single day, and this will actually help you overcome premature ejaculation because it helps you release some of the hypertension that can build up in the pelvic floor from too much Kegels. So it's very important to have balanced pelvic floor muscles. The fourth exercise for sexual health is abdominal breathing. This is very, very important. One of the most negative factors for male sexual health and hormonal balance is stress. If you're stressed all the time, you're in the fight or flight state, the body cannot focus on repairing itself and balancing your hormones. You know, you have cortisol released into your blood, which inhibits testosterone. And then this also has negative effects on your sleep. Getting quality sleep is one of the most important factors for your sexual health. So if you're not sleeping well, then it doesn't really matter what else you're doing because you're still going to lack sexual vitality. So abdominal breathing is a very great exercise. It helps you to get out of the fight or flight state and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is that calm, rest and digest state. And this is very important for releasing stress, being calm, and really regulating your nervous system. You'll have more energy. Your breathing habits really affect your health. So take time throughout the day to notice, how am I breathing right now? If you're only breathing very shallow breaths from up in the chest, which most people are, you're actually losing energy from your breathing habits. So when you learn to breathe from your abdomen, breathing abdominally, you will gain energy from your breathing. You will feel much more calm, and this will really boost your sexual vitality. It will promote the production of sexual energy in your body, basically, right? So abdominal breathing is quite simple. So just place your hands on your belly and breathe into them. As you inhale, you want the belly to expand. Exhale, the belly should come back in towards the spine. Relax on the exhale. Inhale, the belly expands. Exhale and relax. So try to spend at least 5 to 10 minutes per day doing a formal practice of abdominal breathing, meaning that you're sitting on the ground, sitting in a chair, laying down, whatever, but you're just primarily focused on breathing in that manner. Inhaling, the belly expands, exhaling, the belly contracts. Just this alone will have a lot of benefits for your mood, help you to relieve stress, you'll be a lot calmer, less mental chatter, and most importantly, you'll have an increase in your sexual vitality. And then the fifth exercise for male sexual health is edging without ejaculation. Edging is basically having sexual stimulation with no ejaculation. And you might be hearing this and say, what? How can you have one without the other? For men, sexual stimulation and sexual arousal boost the production of hormones. When you're having sex, you're sexually aroused or even masturbating, there's an increase in testosterone levels. But when you ejaculate, you actually lose this sexual charge, so to speak. A hormone called prolactin is released into the blood, which inhibits testosterone levels. You lose a lot of zinc, you lose a lot of other minerals and nutrients, and you lose your life force, right? Why do you feel fatigued, limp, and exhausted after ejaculating? Because you've lost something. So all the benefits from increased hormone production and sexual energy production during sex, you lose when you ejaculate. So learning to have non-ejaculatory sexual stimulation is actually very beneficial for your hormone levels and your overall vitality. It really is a use it or lose it situation. You know, if you want to have strong sexual vitality, then you have to exercise your sexual organs. So for men, the genitals are basically the core endocrine glands of the body. The endocrine glands regulate our hormones. They have a strong impact on our energy, our mood, and our circadian rhythms. So as we age and our levels of hormones decline because we stop engaging in sexual activity, we start to dry up, we start to age, we lose energy, you start to lose your memory and things like this because of a lack of sexual hormones in the brain. So one of the easiest ways to keep yourself healthy and youthful with a strong sexual vitality is to have regular sexual stimulation. But again, it's important that you learn to not ejaculate. Now, obviously, there can be a bit of a training period for men learning to experience sexual stimulation without ejaculating. And I talk about this in other videos. You can actually learn to have orgasms without ejaculating so that you get the highest benefits, right? But if you find yourself feeling like you have low sexual vitality, low sexual interest, low libido, try adding in an edging routine to your date. I recommend practicing edging for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can go a bit longer to really get your hormone levels up, get that sexual energy up, and then make sure you don't ejaculate at the end. And you might be wondering, what do I do with all this arousal that's built up? You know, I have this erection, aren't I going to get blue balls? You can learn to draw that energy up away from the genitals and into the body so that you capture that strong sexual charge you've generated without losing any of the hormones, without losing any of the sexual energy, right? Check out my video on the power lock for that technique. I'll include a link to that in the description. Of course, sex is going to be the most beneficial. If you have a partner, then having non-ejaculatory sex is going to be the best exercise for your sexual vitality. But if you don't have a partner, then you can just practice edging by yourself and you'll get the benefits as well. I teach the techniques in depth to have orgasms without ejaculating and last for hours in bed in my 6-week course, Multi-Orgasmic Man. I'll put more information for that in the description below. All right, guys, there it is. The top 5 exercises for male sexual health. If you add these into your routine, I guarantee you'll see an increase in your sexual vitality, your libido, and you'll feel a lot more alive with that radiant magnetic sexual energy. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. What do you do to keep your sexual vitality strong? I'd love to hear it. Have a good day, my friends.